Hello everybody, Mid-South Chamber Stove here. Hey, thought we'd do a little chrome work on the old Buttercup BZ. Had a request yesterday. So some of the tools I use, orbital sanders back out, but instead of using the pads like I use on the porcelain, I actually use these little sanding discs. I use from 2,000 up to 10,000, and then I have a chrome polish, and then I also have I make these little wire wheels, little wire brush wheels for drills. And you've got to be careful because I try to keep it away from the surface, but for the little edges, especially around the burner plates, especially some of this deep stuff right around the wagon wheel, it really helps. And you can see I kind of lost control of it and it popped up on top just for a little bit, just a split second. And it's not gonna hurt anything, but I try not to do that. And you can see how long would it have taken me to try to put hot water and scrub that section right there to get it off, or you just use this. Pretty fast. So around the wagon wheel, pilot cover, some of this is really deep, but again, I've got to be careful with this wheel. So I might just go to the very edge, start really slow, just to try to knock off some of that bigger chunks. And see, you can kind of see I took a lot of the bigger sections down. Then I'm going to start with a 2,000 grit. So this is Velcro side. This is actually your polishing side, and it's not aggressive at all. It goes away pretty quickly. So you have to change these quite a bit. Like I said, I go from 2,000 up to 10,000, and I've got a chrome polish that I actually start with. It's a semi-chrome polish. Right on Amazon, and I just put a few dabs around it, and then before I start it up, I'll kind of rub it around so I don't throw it everywhere, and then I'll turn the speed down to 1. And as I'm working it, and as it's starting to get a little cleaner, I'll come up in speed. So that's just the first pass. And then I just have a rag, get a little glass cleaner so I can wipe that off. And so already looking better. Now, the reason I do this is because I don't like to redo the complete chrome if it doesn't need to be. You know, some of them are too far gone, and I'm gonna have to figure out where to send it to get some new chrome, because I haven't had to do that yet. I've been pretty lucky to be able to save the chrome tops and make them nice enough where they have a few imperfections, but they still shine, they still look good. So, I mean, this is kind of just what I do. I just keep working the whole section. And just keep working around as I go, and I'll work with the wire brush around the edges where the pans sit in, and then I'll keep working the center section. And I also use steel wool. This is a 0000 steel wool. It's a very fine steel wool, and so it also helps. And then I also have a white diamond metal polish. And so sometimes I'll even just put a little of that polish on the steel wool and start just trying to get get into those. Some of it's pitting, some of it's grease buildup, some of it's really deep scratches. And so we'll just keep working it around. But this top really isn't too bad. And I have not touched this top. This is the first time I've done anything to it. So we're just gonna take that polish. And you can see here at the back, it gets pretty built up, and that's where the back mounts on top of it. So I'll probably have to get that wire brush in those sections. And then there's some pitting, which does happen. But if it's not too bad and it's not bubbled up, then I think we're okay with it. And so then once I do that, I can go back and get another 2000 pad, and then we'll just take this one off, put this one on, and just try it again. Let's see what this run gives us. All right, so let's take our rag, take a little glass cleaner, and just see how we're looking. Okay, it's not looking too bad. A little Buttercup BZ. All right, so you can see that's just after just getting started, just 2 runs. And I don't know if the camera will show it, but from over the years, you can see some imperfections. You can see a lot of lines, probably from someone taking a scouring pad or maybe one of those copper brushes and really trying to clean on it, which cleans it, but then it also leaves those little streaks in it. And that's what's good about the orbital sander opposed to a regular sander or grinder, because it's moving in different patterns to keep you from getting those swirls. And then we just keep working it and working it, but I think she's gonna be all right. And then I'll come back here in a few minutes. I'll do some more cleaning around the lips of these, and maybe we'll check in here in a minute. Okay, thanks a lot.